Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the greatest recordings ever. Well, we're in the middle of going through Prokofiev in random reviews from the overflow room. So I figured we should do another Prokofiev greatest recording ever, because we're into Prokofiev now, and he's so much fun. The work in question is Alexander Nevsky, and the greatest recording ever, hands down, is Claudio Abado with the London Symphony Orchestra. Now, here it is. It's in this cube, the London Symphony recordings. Of course, it's also in the Abbado Big Box, and it's probably still available separately. I don't know. I give up. It was a DG Originals. It was a whole thing. But as some of you may know, let me put the cube down. They didn't do original jackets. They were too cheap when they did this, which is a shame because it had a very nice original jacket cover thing. Anyway, the bottom line is this. Abbado did some of his best work with the London Symphony. He really did. And he got some of his best sounding work, some of his best recordings. I mean, some of the Ravel and the Mendelssohn and just beautifully recorded. And this was a late analog recording, which was good. Thank God it wasn't an early digital recording. And wow, did it sound spectacular when it came out. Now, I've always, collected Alexander Nevsky's. I mean, I sort of collected everything, but Alexander Nevsky, I adored. And I had the Previn and the Reiner and the Slatkin, which is they're all very good in various ways. But this, oh my goodness, this was a whole new Nevsky Extravaganza. It really was, because you had, first of all, splendid sonics, and Abbado's approach to the piece was really cinematic. I mean, especially at the battle on the ice. It's the best battle on the ice. Afterwards, there were some spectacular digital ones, like, Nimi Yarvi and people like that. They were excellent. And Previn remade it for Telarc, slower, typically. But this one, this just had the momentum. It's very interesting because, it's all ostinatos, the battle on the ice, right? It's chun, 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 chun. It's like Jaws. Chun, 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 do, 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 do. And his tempo is just ideal. Most people are just a little too deliberate. They make it a little too mechanical. Chun, 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 like that, which it can work. But as the battle gets more battly, and the choir comes in screaming, Peregrinus expectavi pedes meus in cymbales, right? They do that. And it just builds up, and the forces attack each other, and they go crazy. Oh, it's just amazing the way he does it. It really is. It's phenomenal. And so all of the big moments, the big splashy chorus moments with the brazen bells and cymbals and tam-tams going off and all that. Oh, wow. I mean, it was a new standard in Nevskyan splendor. And so it remains. Because, as I've said, there have been some pretty spiffy digital recordings since then. But I just think for excitement and impact and pulverizing power of Prokofiev, get the alliteration there? It really is just an amazing recording. And one of the best things Abbado ever did, because Abbado could fuss. He could be a micromanager. He was sort of a sensitive soul too. He could suck the juice out of things rather effectively, particularly Mahler, I might say. But here, he just lets it rip. It is an enduring tragedy in my discographic, sort of my discographic wanderings that he never did the Fifth Symphony. Because if he had done the Fifth Symphony at the same time that he did this Nevsky, oh my God, it could have been just spectacular. Could have been. You don't know that it would have been. The word symphony tends to get people to freak out and underplay everything for some reason, thinking that that's somehow more symphonic, like if the music isn't exciting or colorful. But I don't know. I'm just speculating because it's fun to do that. He really, I think, would have done a terrific job. Anyway, he did do a terrific job with Alexander Nevsky, and it is hands down one of the greatest recordings ever particularly in the Prokofiev discography, for sure. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.